Pre-colonial Africa possessed perhaps as many as 10,000 different states and polities characterized by many different sorts of political organization and rule. These included small family groups of hunter-gatherers such as the San people of southern Africa. Larger, more structured groups such as the family clan groupings of the Bantu-speaking peoples of Central, Southern, and Eastern Africa. Heavily structured clan groups in the Horn of Africa. The large Sahelian kingdoms, and autonomous city-states and kingdoms such as those of the Akan, Edo, Yoruba, and Igbo people in West Africa, and the Swahili coastal trading towns of Southeast Africa. By the 9th century CE, a string of dynastic states, including the earliest Hausa states, stretched across the sub-Saharan savanna from the western regions to central Sudan. The most powerful of these states were Ghana, Gao, and the Kanem-Bornu Empire. Ghana declined in the 11th century, but was succeeded by the Mali Empire, which consolidated much of western Sudan in the 13th century. Kanem accepted Islam in the 11th century. In the forested regions of the West African coast, independent kingdoms grew with little influence from the Muslim north. The Kingdom of Nari was established around the 9th century and was one of the first. It is also one of the oldest kingdoms in present-day Nigeria and was ruled by the Isnari. The Nari kingdom is famous for its elaborate bronzes, found at the town of Igbo Ukwu. The bronzes have been dated from as far back as the 9th century. The Kingdom of Ife, historically the first of these Yoruba city-states or kingdoms, established government under a priestly Oba, king or ruler in the Yoruba language, called the Uni of Ife. Ife was noted as a major religious and cultural center in West Africa, and for its unique naturalistic tradition of bronze sculpture. The Ife model of government was adapted at the Oyo Empire, where its Obas or kings, called the Alafins of Oyo, once controlled a large number of other Yoruba and non-Yoruba city-states and kingdoms. The Fong Kingdom of Dahomey was one of the non-Yoruba domains under Oyo control. The Almoravids were a Berber dynasty from the Sahara that spread over a wide area of northwestern Africa and the Iberian Peninsula during the 11th century. The Banu Hilal and Banu Makil were a collection of Arab Bedouin tribes from the Arabian Peninsula, who migrated westwards via Egypt between the 11th and 13th centuries. Their migration resulted in the fusion of the Arabs and Berbers, where the locals were Arabized, and Arab culture absorbed elements of the local culture, under the unifying framework of Islam. Following the breakup of Mali, a local leader named Soni Ali, 1464–1492, founded the Songhai Empire in the region of Middle Niger and the Western Sudan and took control of the trans-Saharan trade. Soni Ali seized Timbuktu in 1468 and Jainne in 1473. Building his regime on trade revenues and the cooperation of Muslim merchants. His successor Askia Muhammad I, 1493–1528, made Islam the official religion, built mosques, and brought to Gao Muslim scholars, including Al-Maghili, d. 1504, the founder of an important tradition of Sudanese African Muslim scholarship. By the 11th century, some Hausa states, such as Kano, Jigawa, Katsina, and Gobir, had developed into walled towns engaging in trade, servicing caravans, and the manufacture of goods. Until the 15th century, these small states were on the periphery of the major Sudanese empire of the era, paying tribute to Songhai to the west and Kanem Borno to the east.